So this diagram shows parts of these two graphs, and you'll notice that these are the expressions that we were integrating, or very similar to the expressions that we were integrating in part 1. So, using our answer in part 1, show that the region bounded by these two curves and the line x equals to a quarter. So where would x equals to a quarter be? Well, there's a half, so a quarter is probably in here somewhere. Yikes, that's not very straight. Oh well. So the region we're looking at is this region in here. So I need to show, find, or rather demonstrate that the area of this region in here is ln 2 plus 4 over e minus 7 over 12. Well, how am I going to do that? Well, you can see from this diagram that this line is strictly bigger than this line for everything in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to integrate this line between 0 and a quarter, and then I'm going to subtract away this line between 0 and a quarter. Why? Because when I integrate this one, I'm going to get everything under this curve, so I'll get this whole area here, this whole section, right? And then when I subtract away this part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up taking away this part of the curve, so that I'm just left with the area that I want. So this first area, this is the integral from 0 to a half of 2 over 1 minus 2x dx. And using our answer from part 1, I know this is just 2 times what I had previously. So this is just going to be minus ln 1 minus 2x between 0 and a half. And I'll do this calculation in a bit, but we'll come back to this, right? Let's look at this. Sorry, not a half, a quarter. A quarter. And then this area here, this is just going to be the integral from 0 to a quarter of e to the minus 4x plus 1 minus x to the power of minus 2 dx. So I know the answer to this one from the previous part. This is going to be minus 1 over 4 e to the minus 4x plus 1 minus x to the power of minus 1 between 0 and a quarter. So the area is going to be this term here, minus ln 1 minus 2x between 0 and a quarter, minus negative 1 over 4 e to the minus 4x plus 1 minus x minus 1 between 0 and a quarter. So what do I get from this? Well, substitute in a quarter. I get 1 minus 2 times a quarter is a half. I get minus ln of 1 half minus ln, and substituting in 0, I get 1. What about this expression? Substitute in a quarter. What do I get? I get minus 1 quarter e to the minus 1 plus 3 over 4 to the power of minus 1, so 1 minus a quarter. And then this should be round brackets here, minus away, substitute in 0, I get minus a quarter, e to the 0 is 1, plus 1 minus 0 is 1 to the power of minus 1, so this is just plus 1. So that's a little bit difficult to see, but it's okay. We can just simplify all of this. Negative ln of a half, that's the same as ln of a half to the power of minus 1. That's the same as ln 2. Plus negative ln 1 is 0, so this is nothing. Okay, what about this one? So we get minus negative 1 over 4 e to the minus 1. So minus negative, so that becomes plus 1 over 4, e to the minus 1 is 1 over e, so 1 over 4 e. Minus positive, so this becomes minus 3 over 4 to the power of minus 1, this is 4 over 3. And then we get minus negative minus, so that's still negative. That's going to be minus 1 quarter and then minus negative plus, so that's going to be plus 1. So that simplifies to be ln 2 plus 1 over 4e, and this is going to be a little bit tricky, but I think I know what this is going to come out to. This is going to be minus 16 over 12, minus 9 over 12 plus 12 over 12, ln 2 plus 1 over 4e, minus 16 minus 9 is minus 25, plus 12 will be minus, hold on, did I get this right with 9? That would be minus 13, which isn't quite right, so there's a mistake somewhere, hold on. Okay, that's a bit silly of me. It wasn't minus 9 over 12. Silly. It was, because this is only a quarter, so this is minus 3 over 12. So this is minus 16, minus 3 is minus 19, plus 12 is minus 7 over 12. And that is what we wanted to show, so we write a QED, and we're all happy.